So here we are asked to simplify the expressions, and in this expression we have to add. So we are going to add 1/4 plus 5/4, and that equals 1 plus 5, so 6/4. And 6/4, 4 fits into 6 once fully, and then we have 2/4 left. And 2/4 we can rewrite as 1/2, because 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the answer to this question is 1 and 1/2. Question B, again we have the same denominator, so we can subtract the numerators. So it's 1 take away 3/5, and that equals -2/5. Question C, we have different denominators. So what is the lowest common multiple for 4 and 3? And that would be 12. So how can I change 1/4 so that the denominator is 12? Well, if I multiply 4 by 3, I get 12. That means I would have to do the same to the numerator as well. So that's 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Plus 3, to change to 12, I would multiply by 4. So if I multiply 3 by 4, I have to multiply 2 by 4 as well. So that's 8 equals 11/12. Question D, again, we have different denominators. So what is the lowest common multiple for 7 and 3? That would be 21. So let's write it out. We would have to multiply 7 by 3 to get a denominator of 21. If we multiply denominator, we have to multiply the numerator as well. And how about for thirds? We have to multiply by 7 to get 21, top and the bottom. And that equals 12 21th, take away 28 21th, and that equals 12 take away 28 over 21 equals, we have -16/12. Now 16 and 12 have a common factor. Both of them divide by 4. So if I divide 16 by 4, that's a 4. And if I divide 12 by 4, that's 3. So we have -4/3. This we are not specifically asked to express as a mixed number, but we could express it as a mixed number if we were asked to. 3 fits into 4 once, so that's -1 and 1/3. Here we are asked to simplify, and in question E, the two fractions are multiplied. Remember, when you multiply fractions, that you are multiplying the numerators, and then you're multiplying the denominators. So that equals 2 times 1, and in the denominator we have 3 times 5. That equals 2/15. Question F, again multiplication, so 5 times 2 divided by 6 times 3 equals 10/18. Now we are asked to express our answer in lowest terms, and 10 and 18 have a common factor. Both of them divide by 2, so I could rewrite that as 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. So the final answer is 5/9. Question G, multiply 3/4 by 2/5. So that will equal 3 times 2 divided by 4 times 5. And that equals 6/20. 6 and 20 has a common factor, and they both divide by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 20 divided by 2 equals 10. So the final answer is 3/10. Question H, we have 1 times 1 divided by 4 times 8, and that equals 1/32. So the final answer is 1/32. In this question we are asked to convert the fractions into decimal numbers. So what we do, we divide the numerator by denominator. 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. 2 divided by 5, 2 divided by 5 equals 0.4. 50 divided by 125 equals 0.4. So both of these fractions equal 0.4. In other words, this is the fraction in lower terms, and these two fractions are equivalent to each other. Final fraction, 6 over 1000. Again, we would divide 6 divided by 1000 equals 0.006. Notice that when I divided by 1000, so 1000 has 3 zeros, there were 3 decimal places, 006. Here we have to change a decimal number into a fraction. For 0.5, we can write it as a fraction as 5 over 10, and that equals 1/2. In lower terms, that's 1/2. 0.25 is 25 1/100ths, and that equals 1/4. 25 divided by 25 is 1, and 100 divided by 25 is 4. 88 out of 100, and we can reduce this fraction. So if I divide both numerator and denominator by 4, 88 divided by 4 equals 22, and 100 divided by 4 equals 25. This is the fraction in lowest terms. 0.01 is 1/100ths. 0.250 is 250 1000ths, or 25 100ths, or 1/4. So here's the fraction in lower terms. 0.10 we can rewrite as 10 hundredths, or 1/10ths.